Hey Leos, welcome back to Deku Tarot and welcome to your April 2020 tarot reading. If you haven't, do make sure to subscribe, do make sure to share if you enjoyed it, and stick around at the end, guys. I've got a lot of announcements. I'm doing a giveaway, so stick around, okay? Got some big stuff going on there. Let's get right into your reading. We're using the Tarot Muka. It's a really beautiful deck. And it immediately called to me to be used for your to be used for your reading. I know that Mercury is not retrograde anymore, and I don't really understand why. But I've been having a really hard time with like stuttering and stuff throughout Cancer's reading, and I guess now it's going to be yours too. So, Leos. I've been looking forward to your reading. I think we have a lot to cover. I think that you guys have been through a lot. It's some really low lows emotionally. And I think that you need to either harmonize with other people or prioritize yourself. And I think that most of you are in the boat where you need to prioritize yourself and your happiness above other people's and what they need from you and what you feel compelled to give at this time. Yeah. Two of Cups reversed and the Three of Swords. There's no love there, and if it's not equal, then it's not love. And I think a lot of you are realizing that some people are taking from you, and that you might have allowed them to do so because they might have had the mask of a friend, a mask of a lover, a mask of somebody who seemed to really care about you, appreciate you, exalt you at some point. And yet you're realizing very clearly here, it's almost like lightning has struck. Wow, I didn't think they could hurt me like that. I never thought they would hurt me. I never thought I would get stabbed in the back this way. I always thought this was equal, reciprocal, but it turns out only one of us was bringing a full cup of appreciation, love, affection to the table here, and it was you. So we're in our feelings right now. Yeah, we're realizing where somebody has really hurt you, and I can feel it. As soon as it's like, I don't know, it was like a lightning strike, like when I jumped into your energy before the reading here. And it just felt intense, like something had really crumbled you. It's like crumbled a really essential part of who you thought you were and a building block to your life. And it hurts, but I want you to know, it hurts almost in a physical way too. Like my stomach is hurting me all of a sudden now. Yeah. I think that you're looking around at the people you've surrounded yourself with and you're saying, wow, are these really people that are good for me? Or am I finding out that this relationship, these friendships, this family isn't much of a family at all? It doesn't even seem to be equal. I seem to be the only one who is holding it together. And now that I'm stepping out of it and claiming time, energy, respect, especially for myself, fair treatment, fairness in the relationship, that a lot of people are backing away and pointing fingers and saying, oh no, you ask for too much, you're too much, it's on you, goodbye, we actually don't need you. And you have to realize a lot of people were putting up a facade. This whole thing was a facade. And I think it's quite shocking for you to see that, because you are a very genuine person, Leo. I can feel that you were very genuine in your love and your appreciation. And all you expected was equality, respect, especially I'm getting for even footing the bill for people. I feel like even when you don't have money, you guys tend to try to organize things, foot the bill, try to help when you can. And a lot of people don't give back, do they? Materially, you're spent, as well as emotionally. Your time, your energy, they've taken from you. You've been taken from. It's like it's bad. It feels bad. I have to be honest. Let's shift the focus there and come back to that. Your theme of the month is really beautiful though, and it's exactly what you need to do. 8 of Cups. Yeah, you might have once loved these people, loved the situation, loved this lifestyle, but it's time to walk away. And it's as simple as that. And I don't even want to get too deep into that, because the Eight of Cups is simply, yes, I love that. Yes, it brought me joy at one point. It brought me fulfillment. These people, these relationships, whatever this was, you were emotionally attached to it. And it's hard to turn your back and walk away and stop being that person. Stop being, you know, again, it feels to me like you're the cart that holds this together. And as soon as you leave, they're just a bunch of wheels turning around on their own, and then they fall. They don't have you anymore, and you don't need to feel guilty about not being that part. You don't need to feel guilty about abandoning them. They've abandoned you. This person, this situation, it's abandoned you long before you abandoned it. It was never there to begin with, so don't feel bad about letting it go. You can't be what holds people upright. You can't be the stability for a bunch of other people. You've got to focus on you. Star. You need to heal this month. Your energy is healing from the inside out. The Star is a really just a beautiful card filled with inspiration, a more transcendent way of living your life for you and no one else. I really, really love this card. I just want to look at it from face on here. It's a really beautiful star card. There's a bird in the back, and I want to hope and think it might be a dove. It might not be. I don't really think you can tell. So I won't even ask you guys what you think it is. If you do know what it is, I guess put it in the comments. I don't know how you'd be able to tell. It's like a brownish bird here flying up behind her. But to me, it feels like hope and renewal. And knowing that you're not alone, even if you feel really alone, as all these other, you know, as these fake people, these situations, this life that was a facade, that it's, you know, like a fake home. It's almost like, you know, if you've ever watched Arrested Development, they have all the fake homes that they live in, like that fake model home, and everything's always falling apart. Your model home just fell apart. It's not real at all. The whole, even like the meal, the family, all of it, it's like, oh my God, they were hollow from the get-go. And I was only one giving life to this. So as all those things fall away, you are not alone. You have your higher self. You're supported by the universe and whatever and whoever you reach out to at this time. That is true. You have people on your side that are going to be there to help heal you. You do have true people in your life, but the truest is you, and learning how to heal without the support, help, and of everybody else. It's like you're really learning to grow on your own and who you really want to be, what you want your life to look like without all of this other fake garbage that's just been clogging it. That's been just noise, white noise for you to distract yourself from where you really want to go, who you really want to be, and what your life, you know, what you want your life to look like, the people you want in your life especially. It's a really big transition for you. It's almost like, do you want to start over? Do you want, this is your chance. Yeah. I get the message. You've wisened up. And you're going in a new direction. Let's look at it from the right perspective for you guys. Hierophant, Judgment, and then the Ace of Wands. Life has changed and there's no going back. You have grown a lot though. Even though we're at the crux of, you know, this crossroads, this change that, you know, the universe has come in and said, it's time to shift. You know, you can't have this life anymore. You can't have these people. You can't have whatever this is for you that you have to let go of and walk away from this month. And that's okay, because you're ready for it. New direction. All right, you know what? I have renewed energy. Aries season has woken you up to that. And as you move into Taurus season later in the month, you're a lot wiser. And you can prove it. And you've grown a lot, especially I want to say in career. I'm getting a lot of career and, you know, prosperity growth here. There's a lot moving forward for you guys in those areas, especially because you're sitting down and taking the time to learn, and you value that. New knowledge, new ways of going about things, asking for help when you need it, asking especially older people, mentors, or people in the same field as you, you know, that you can reach out to and ask for guidance from. Do it. It will take you in new directions. Passionate directions. You're going to feel your fire again. Yeah, this might feel really low. This might really suck coming into April. I know it does, but wow, you come out king of your castle. You now know what you are going to accept and what is less than. Anything less than equal is no longer appealing to you. And you're not afraid to tell anyone your truth, I have to say. You're really not afraid to tell people the truth. Ace of Wands with the Justice card and then the Tower. You have a lot of major arcanas on the table. And what powerful ones. I mean, look at that. There's new directions for you in terms of where, how you're seeing things. You get the Justice card, taking responsibility for your actions, but also asking others to do the same. It can't always be on you. You don't need to take responsibility and blame for other people's shit and for their lies and their deceits, their gaslighting. Because people aren't going to like that you have to say what you have to say this month. And that you're not going to hang out with them anymore. You're not associating with that. I got to cut this off for me. People are going to be mad, of course, and try to point the finger at you and bring you down because you're bringing them, you're forcing them to take responsibility for their actions, to suffer some type of consequence. Because guess what? That's the truth. And you don't really care anymore. Oh, really? You want to say that? Let me blow up your world. Let me tell you how I really feel. Who I am. You thought I was this meek person that was a carpet to be walked on, to rub your feet on, to make you feel comfortable when you needed it. Not anymore. Oh, no, 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 no. You might, again, don't be afraid to be alone. It is emotional growth for you, and the right people will be attracted. You're growing more in a spiritual sense, in a more emotional sense. Of course, when you're having fun telling everybody off, don't take it to the next level and start telling off the people that are still here for you. People that haven't left you, haven't asked for anything from you. And they will back you, and you will find you're not alone. The right relationships will remain. The right people will remain. The right situations will still be there. Newer, better opportunities that are truly emotionally fulfilling are going to be there for you. And you know what? God, there's a Bishop Allen song that comes to mind. It's like, who do you need? Nobody. You're lucky nobody's around. You can pour your own drinks. You can do whatever you want. And you don't have to be anybody to anyone. Take responsibility for loving yourself and investing in your own emotional happiness and fulfillment and fulfilling relationships, even if that's just your relationship with you right now. If nobody else is going to be offering you, again, that full cup that you offer every time you go into relationships, friendships, anything, then what's the point? Oh, sorry, they're both reversed. Then there's no point. And you now realize that. You now see you don't owe anybody anything because you just don't. And you don't have to feel compelled to feel guilty about needing what you need for you. Okay? Don't feel guilty this month making these changes. And I don't think that you will. I think this is kind of the breakthrough moment of, wow, I got to put me first. I got to do what's healthiest for me. All right, let's pull a couple more just to see if anything else pops up. But I don't know. It feels like you're already going, like, I feel like we've covered so much in terms of all of this is going to be really big for you. And a major, major focus this month is healing from walking away. Walking away and healing from this, growing from this. And it's kind of a hermit situation. Oh my God, of course we get... And this is why I needed to pull out a few more. I mean, look at... You have so many major arcana out in the deck now. We have... Oh my God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The Hermit and the Hanged Man. And then your card at the very end of the month. We'll get there. But let's talk about these guys. Taking the time that you need for yourself. And I mean, I know we're all kind of in this quarantine, isolation, whatever you're in right now. And if you're sick, I do hope you're feeling better. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay calm, okay? The Hermit and the Hanged Man are both cards about taking a necessary pause, a necessary beat for yourself, looking at things from a different perspective, learning, going within. It's okay if things are hung up right now. It's okay if we can't really push on and do a lot, because you're already doing a lot inside, okay? So don't be afraid to pause, to think about things, to not work every single day and not work yourself to the bone and not work yourself up emotionally about what other people are thinking, doing, feeling about you and what you're not giving them. Don't give a shit about it. It's time for you to grow from within and realize, you know, and cut those cords, cut those ties. They just take from your energy, and those aren't healthy if you're sitting there worrying about, you know, what other people need from you, what they're asking from you, and what you can't give them at this exact moment, and worrying about it. So it's time for you, again, to take a step back for yourself and really look at this from a different perspective. How would you feel if you saw, you know, your best friend, your loved one in this position that you're in? You would probably tell them to get out and to move on and to cultivate relationships, cultivate a life that's healthy for them, and to stop giving in to people that hurt them and feeling like, you know, you owe them something. You don't owe anybody anything. You owe nothing to no one, and that's the strength. This is your self-mastery this month. There's your card up right at the end of the month. Again, with that Nine of Cups. You're growing. Yeah, there's been some real growing pains, especially March into April here. I can feel it. I know. But you must hit those lows so you can be open to those highs now. Everything is a wheel to ever turning. And now, you know, you've got to knock some of this crap off the wheel here. Again, cancel out the white noise and start focusing on what's best for you, who's best for you, and why you're giving time to people, situations, relationships that are so much less than. You have always had a full cup of love to give. You always give your whole self, your true you. You are a loyal, loving, amazing person. So don't give that energy to anything less than equal. Have the courage to step away and to let people, you know how you really feel, what the truth is. Don't be afraid. Let's pull some oracles. And I'm taking 20% off of all my readings right now, guys, so check that out below. All the new prices, just to try to help everybody out during this crazy time. If you want to get 30% off of a astrology natal chart reading, a numerology reading, compatibility reading, they are, you know, Truly Divine is incredible. You can use the code Deku30. I am still so impressed by them. They're so in-depth. Even my partner, who doesn't care that so much about all this stuff, was absolutely shocked when we read through all of it. And it's just very helpful, very incredible. Ooh, there goes half the deck. We're not taking all of these. We'd be here for hours reading them. But yeah, definitely check them out. Again, all that information is in the description box below. And I'll mention the contest at the end. Let's get a card for you here. Leos. April 2020. Ooh, okay. Wow. Harmony. And I'm sorry that we have to hold it this way. I'll show you it in a second. It's beautiful, right? Harmony. Harmony lives in the lodge of balance and involves equilibrium between the physical and spiritual aspects of your life. For there to be harmony, there must be balance. Imagine yourself as the hub of a sacred wheel standing in the center. This wheel must function every day of your life. If you imagine that the south is your physical self, the west your emotional self, the north your spiritual self, and the east your mental self, you see that you stand in the ancient wheel of the truth. Consider whether you spend as much time in the physical south as you do in the spiritual north. Are they balanced? Are they in harmony? Reflect on whether you spend more time in your emotions west than you do in your mind east. Adjust your daily life by being aware of your actions and behavior patterns to incorporate equal effort in all directions so that your wheel will function in perfect harmony. And I mean, what a perfect message for you guys this month. These cards never fail. Again, this is the Power deck by Lynn V. Andrews. Oh, beautiful, right? All right, let's pull one Halloween oracle, and then we will call it a day. I am doing a giveaway, guys. All you have to do is share a video on social media, take a screenshot of it, and email me. or you can get a reading and you'll be put into the contest. And again, you can do this up until April 13th for this really cool bone ring. These are little beads made of bone, actually, animal bone, and it's a wire wrap ring. And I'm going to give away some of my gemstones and make you guys a spell sachet as well. So if you want to enter that contest, again, all you got to do is share a video on social media, take a screenshot of it or a picture of it, send it to me via email. You're entered, or you can book a reading, okay? Up until April 13th. All right, let's see. Ooh, it's popping right out. So we're going to take it. I knew that card. I just knew it was coming out. I'm not surprised at all. As soon I knew it. I was going to just bring up the card if it didn't come out, but here it is. Sometimes as a reader, I feel like you know what cards are going to come out. If you're a reader out there, I think you'll know what I mean. Sometimes I enter a reading and I know exactly what cards are going to come out. And it's just the way it is, huh? The Witch, the earthly weaver of the world, okay? So holding the Witch card means that you can weave your own change throughout your life and that magic is indeed afoot. You must understand that you have power and it is real. It may also indicate that others may be threatened by your developing personal power and that they may not appreciate or like the changes in you as you grow. Be prepared for this and do not be discouraged. New friends and better opportunities will be attracted instead. Boom, mic drop. There you go. There you go. The message of this reading, and I just knew that card was coming out. I mean, how perfect is it? How perfect. All right, guys. Thank you so much again for all of your support, my lovely Leos. Have a wonderful and blessed April 2020. Again, all the info on booking a reading on Truly Divine. And I think I will also end up putting the contest rules in either the description box or the comments for this giveaway. And thank you again. All right. A wonderful and blessed April. Namaste.